Greetings, my friends. Welcome to another Feed Me Friday. And actually, rather than I didn't show you guys my breakfast, it was steak, butter, and coffee, all the normal stuff that I have. But I wanted to show you this is partial food prep day. I've got a boatload of steak that's going to go on the grill. I got a rotisserie chicken. Half is going to be one kind of chicken salad, half is going to be another kind of chicken salad. And the bones and the skin and the fat is all going to go in the freezer because I'm going to need it later this week to make chicken broth. But I just want to show you real quick. So, ingredients: whole chicken. They've got water and salt in there, which I am fine with. That's okay by me. I've got roast goat. Oh man, I always turn it on high and forget that it actually needs to be on low. This is a chuck roast, thoroughly seasoned with salt, pepper, and onion powder. Got a chunk of my bone broth in there. This is going to cook for 9 hours on low heat, and it'll be ready later tonight. And then I'm going to make some scrambled eggs. I'm all out of my cheesy scrambled eggs. And I think the cheese I'm going to use is this raw Jack cheese that I got, which I don't like to eat it straight up. It just isn't that tasty. So I'm going to throw it in the eggs instead and see how that turns out. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah, I'm not having that for lunch today. I'm going to have finishing off the last chicken nuggets from last week. And here's my 2 chicken salads made. These are super simple. This is just mayonnaise and green olives, and onion powder, mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, and then I cut up some celery back here. That's for my mom and husband to add to it. I can't do celery. It does not like my system at all. So that's it for now. I got to whip up a batch of the scrambled eggs, and then I'm going to be heading out. There it is. Last of the chicken nuggets. And some spicy mayonnaise, which I just used the avocado oil mayonnaise, and this hot sauce, which, let's see, yeah, it's pretty good. Here's the pot roast. It's actually been cooling for like an hour now, but I mean, you can see it's extremely soft. And I'm going to pull this apart. I don't like the fat, and no one else does either. Not like this anyway. I'm going to separate the fat, and that will be thrown in with my steak in the morning. So that finishes out my day. Good morning. Yesterday was a bit of a blur, so I'm I'm going to film today, and hopefully today will be a little bit better and more cohesive. So let's see, what do I want to say first? I want to ask how everyone's doing with the clean eating challenge. Now I'll tell you what we did. We went out to eat last night. So the guys at our table tennis club, this is some of the fat from the pot roast last night, so I'm just going to add it to my breakfast. They had chipped in and gotten us a gift certificate to go out to a fancy steak place. So I had thought that we could, wait until after the clean eating challenge was over, but I'm like, you know what, let's just go. That was so nice of them. Kind of made me want to cry. But anyway, so that was where we went last night. And oh my word, I'm going to throw up the pictures of... Throw up, that sounds terrible. I'm going to put up the pictures of the food as I'm talking about it. I got a lobster bisque. That was good. Then me and my husband shared a lobster and crab cake. That was fabulous. Oh my word. I told the man it was the best, well, I said crab cake, but it was the best one of those of its kind that I've ever had. And he said that was great because it was a new recipe that they were trying out. And I said, well, it was definitely a winner. Then I also got, I can't remember if it was filet mignon. I don't remember. I got something like that. I got some steak and a couple lobster tails. Now, I was looking at it, and it's funny because it doesn't look like a lot of meat, but I'm like, if I try to finish this whole thing, I am going to be sick. So I saved half of it and brought it home for my mom, and then we did end up getting dessert. So I had a cheesecake. I only had half of it. My husband got a coconut cream pie kind of thing, and I had a few bites of that. That was really good. Everything was good. Let me just say that. And I also had a cup of coffee to go along with it. I had thought that, well, you kind of derailed yourself there by going out to eat. And oh my word, I'm like a pound and a half up. So it's that little voice that's like, oh, look at that, you failed. So I guess, you might as well just give up on this clean eating challenge. And I'm like, no, I didn't fail. This wasn't a spur of the moment thing where it's like I couldn't contain my desires and therefore I just had to have this food. No, it wasn't like that. I had thought ahead of time that maybe I would get dessert, and if I did get dessert, I wasn't going to eat the whole thing. I had already planned that out, and I said, you know what, it's not a big deal, but I have to keep it in that realm of not a big deal so that it doesn't ruin the rest of the month for me. In other words, no, I'm on track. I'm going to stay on track. I'm going to keep chugging along. I'm going to keep going with the clean eating. That I wouldn't even call it a hiccup because we planned going out. So like I said, it's there. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I feel like there is a difference between you have this desire and it keeps haunting you and bugging you, and then you finally give in, and then there's like this guilt that goes along with it, versus, no, I'm going out. I've already looked at the menu. I know what I'm going to have. If I get dessert, I'm going to have this, but I know also that I'm not going to eat the whole thing. So I don't know. I feel more in control that way, I guess. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, standard breakfast this morning, steak, butter, eggs. When I made my eggs yesterday, I threw in some of the raw jack that I bought last week that I didn't really like on its own. But you throw things in scrambled eggs and you can't even taste it anymore. I'm also going to add, once I add the steak to the pan, I'm going to add some of this bad drugs. It's it's not drugs. It's the smoked salt that my friend sent me. Aaron Kilby over at the Kilby Life. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, please go check him out. He produces a lot of good content, and his family is awesome. So I think that's about all I'm going to say for now. What do you guys think about these talking sessions? Are they okay in the video? I mean, do you guys just want to see what I'm eating? Let me know in the comment section below. Got my coffee. This was black cherry chocolate chunk. I am back to just butter, salt, and collagen in my coffee because I didn't want to go back to having cream in my coffee every single cup that I had. And so I think it was a few days ago, I'm like, nope, not even going to do cream today. I'm just going to suck it up. And it was funny because I didn't even miss it in the coffee. I'm like, that's funny. I don't know what happened there. So whatever. But one last thing, and then I'm going to, finish up breakfast. So the temptation was to not share with you guys what happened. And I mean, it's like, well, they don't need to know that I had cake last night, or, well, cheesecake. They don't need to know I had cheesecake last night. That might derail someone. But then I'm like, no, woo! Oh, I hate it when that happens. I want to be open and transparent. And because I get the feeling that, well, it's not I get the feeling, I know other people out there struggle too. And it's like, well, you don't need my permission to have a treat or something like that. But just to know how to get the mind in the right place after doing something like that. I think that's one of the hardest things. Ooh, I'm going to add the rest of the stuff to the pan before the whole pan explodes. And a couple pinches of smoked salt. Or maybe just one pinch, because that smells pretty strong. Ooh, that smells good. All right. I'm going to sign off for now and come back when I'm getting lunch. Lunch is going to be some of the chicken salad that I made yesterday, the mayonnaise and mustard version, and I threw on some shredded extra sharp cheddar, and also a cup of coffee, all the normal stuff, butter, collagen, salt, and then the flavor is, what is it, chocolate peanut butter Girl Scout version. And that's about it. Third cup of coffee, same stuff as always. This flavor is Island Coconut. So dinner is a keto biscuit with some of the pot roast I made last night. I kind of boiled it down in some of the au jus and then threw some shredded cheddar on top. Oh my goodness, I've been thinking about this for like 2 hours now. Just got home from table tennis. My last thing of the night, going to be a slice of pizza. Link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys had to eat.